Your source for your favorite gospel music. It's all right here on The Uplift.
What's up, people? Welcome to the KFLO show. I am here on the Uplift Radio. Y'all go and follow the Uplift. We are open 24/7. Month is it Sunday? Every day of the week, 24 hours. So tune into the Uplift. And right now, we are about to get into the show. The goal is to inspire, encourage, and empower you to live life better with kingdom information for transformation and elevation. Please show your love with likes, comments, and shares on all platforms at IamKFLO.K. Let's get it popping. No stopping until we get to the top. Today, my guest is the Aldren McCullar. Woo! Yeah. That's what's up. Content creator, social media influencer, actor, singer, CEO of the Aldren brand. Y'all, with 260,000 followers. Did y'all hear me? 260,000 followers at the Aldren Brand Entertainment. What's up, fam?
Kim, what's going on, girl? Listen, you are absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. Listen, when I saw you, because we go to the same gym.
Yeah.
My boy be in there getting his workout on. We gonna talk about that later. I ain't gonna do that shit. I'll get into that later. But the topic of the show tonight is perseverance. And that's when I thought of you and I was like, what do I want to talk about with Mr. Aldren? And perseverance is what came to my mind.
Oh my God. Perseverance is simply just keep going on in the midst of your struggles.
Right.
You got to keep going on. Perseverance comes with a lot of obstacles, a lot of situations, a lot of different things that we face in life. And that's our main goal, is to persevere through everything that we face.
No matter what.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get in the know with KFLO. My first question is, okay, so let's talk about how we met.
Oh my God.
Okay, we are fam.
Goodness.
We are fam. We are fam.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So I've been knowing him since he was before he was born. Way before he was even thought of. Like all of his aunts are like my big sisters.
Yeah.
His grandmother was like one of my mom's best friends. Yeah. So I literally grew up in the church with all his sisters and the grandparents. And so we are literally like, we grew up in the good COGIC.
Yeah. Oh, that good COGIC.
Good old CIGC.
You know it.
So how are your parents doing? I know your dad is pastoring now.
Yes. My dad been pastoring for 12 years. No, 13 years.
13 years.
This year would be 13 years.
Wow.
My parents are doing really, really great. Of course, my mom is always rocking by my side, my dad's side, being first lady. And I'm not going to lie, even though it's been 13 years, it still feels fresh because I'm so used to my grandfather pastoring our church, who passed in 2010. And so being a pastor's kid, it's good. It's cool. It have its moments, but I really like it. And so I want to, give a special shout out to my parents, my dad, who is one of probably the most hardworking pastor in, I wouldn't even say just Texas, in the United States. Because
come on, Pastor McCullar.
he's definitely hardworking, and as well as my mom. My mom is the greatest first lady. Like, I would not ask anybody else to be my parents, nor my pastor and first lady. Like, I really appreciate them. So thank you, Mama and Daddy, for just being you.
Thank you, El. Shout out to El Bethel.
And my El Bethel church family in Dallas, Texas. I love y'all so much.
I love y'all too, baby. Listen, I used to come every what was it when you bring in the new year? Baby, I used to come. Honey, if you want to have a Holy Ghost time,
we're gonna go in.
We're going in at the El Bethel. Do you hear me? See, the church kids get a bad rap, but let me say this about church kids. They ain't all bad.
No.
Now, it's some out there, but we like to keep it cute, clean, and classy, honey. That's how we come. Okay? So what do y'all have going on tomorrow for Resurrection Sunday?
We have, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff. We actually have a resurrection program that's happening tomorrow morning. You can come by. Our church service starts, I believe, at 10:45 a.m. I may have the time wrong, but 10:45 a.m. If it starts a little later than that, at least you'll be early.
Right.
But 10:45 a.m. we do have a resurrection program going on. And we're gonna have a good time, just celebrating the life of Christ. That's what it's all about. He died for us, he died for our sins. And so the only way we can be able to give back to him is just celebrate the life that he gave to us.
Absolutely.
And we do that through praise, through worship. We have some good church, y'all, for real. So make sure y'all come out if you're in the Dallas area.
Listen, or watch honey, go to El Belta on the Facebook, honey, because they be on there.
1185 Oxbow Lane, Dallas, Texas 75241 is the location of our church. So please come out and have a good time.
And there it is. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, you just told me some amazing news. Let's tell the people what's going on.
It's a lot going on right now. Like, it really is a lot going on.
Okay, one thing at a time.
Okay. I don't even know where to start.
Okay, start with the Joe Biden news.
Okay. So, that's like the biggest one right now. But I did release some news today on my social media. If you have not checked it out, I got asked to host the Joe Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award ceremony that will be taking place here in Dallas, Texas. I believe the date is scheduled for sometime in June. So once we actually get the actual date, I will give y'all that date. You'll be able to purchase tickets. It is open to the public. But I think y'all want to go ahead and get y'all tickets as soon as possible, because I already have tons of people asking for tickets, and I think it's limited seating, but it is open to the public. So that's going on. I'm so excited because never in my lifetime I thought I would be doing something like that.
Unbelievable. Who called you and told you that?
It was a couple of people. First of all, I found out through my manager. Shout out to Vonzel.
Okay.
Vonzel is the one that told me. He partnered up with some people, and evidently they already knew who I was, and so it was just a divine connection. And then next thing you know, he calls me and was like, "Guess what? You're hosting this event." And I'm like, "You're kidding me."
Baby, God is doing some great things in this season.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And you're how old?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year.
He ain't even 30 yet.
I know. I'll be 30 October, so.
Baby, you about to be on the 30 under 30.
But you know what though? I'm starting to experience a little 30ness in my bones. Just a tad bit, not all the way.
Right.
Just a tad bit. I have my moments every now and then. So.
Right. Honey.
Yeah.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till you get to where I am. Okay, I look 30, but I ain't.
You do look 30.
I ain't even close. I ain't even close. Okay, so tell me, how did you get started? Because like I said, you're this big social media influence. How did you get started? Did that start with what you think you can sing?
It actually started actually on Periscope. That was back in 2014.
Okay.
It started with Periscope on 2014, and then I transitioned from Periscope over to Facebook in 2015. Around the same year that I started So You Think You Can Sing, in that year, I also started Gospel Artist Entertainment. So Gospel Artist Entertainment was originally created in 2015. It started out as just a page posting and, just servicing the gospel community at the time. And then that happened from 2015 all the way up until last year when I switched over to the Aldren brand. But during the years of Gospel Artist Entertainment, it really taught me a lot. It really allowed some major opportunities to come my way, just serving the community. And I'm telling you, if you're a server, you'll get blessed. Right. And I had to learn that. Like, I learned that where, when you create a platform, not just for yourself, but for other people, and just giving back to the community, it allows them to be able to pour back into you. It allows opportunities to come your way. And so that's what happened with me. And so from the time of Gospel Artist Entertainment transitioning over to the Aldren brand, there are some people that want me to go back to Gospel Artist Entertainment. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I will consider it. However, because of this transition, some major doors have been opening, and it was definitely God. So the Aldren brand is definitely something that I do not regret going into.
Listen, because here's the thing: if God said do it,
I'm gonna do it.
You gonna do it.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you do what God said do. Now people gonna, talk and say they gonna always there's always gonna be opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm a strong believer in I'm gonna do what the Lord told me to do. Okay. And the thing is that you got to know God's voice.
I got to know his voice. But you know what though? It took me to be able to it took me to have to listen to his voice to start seeing some results.
Right.
Because the mistake that I started making and everything started declining at one point in my life, the mistake that I started making was I was listening to my own voice and not his. And so I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And it wasn't going the way I wanted to go.
Right.
So it literally had to take God to tap me on my shoulder and say, hey, sir, you need to start listening to me. You don't need to listen to yourself or anybody else. Right. You need to listen to what I need to tell you to do. I got to tell you to do. So that's what happened. I had to listen to the voice of God to start seeing the results that I wanted to get.
Okay, so speaking of changing over to brands, what was your motivation for doing the whole brand change? I don't know the question.
I wouldn't necessarily say motivation. It was more like life lessons learned.
Okay.
Before I get into that, I do want to give a shout out to Motown Gospel. Shout out to Motown Gospel for allowing me to be able to partner with them and Latasha Scott of Escape. I'm doing a whole partnership there. I think she's actually doing a giveaway this coming Monday for one of her boxes. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
I was getting to that.
But we'll get into that too. But I did wanted to put that disclaimer in there.
Right.
But what was the original question?
What motivated you to do the brand change?
What motivated me?
Right.
What motivated me? It was partially motivation, but it was also life lessons learned. What motivated me was the fact that, and I'm gonna just be raw, deep, and real.
Tell the truth.
There were some encounters. There were some situations that happened in the gospel industry dealing with people where it completely turned off my passion for gospel. And it turned me off from wanting to work with certain people in the gospel industry. Not only just that, but it began to make me doubt myself in my craft and what I was doing in my assignment.
Oh, wow.
You can have a passion for everything that you do, and you can have like this drive and this motivation. But when you start having people telling you that you're not good enough, or you need to go and find something else to do, and you're going to do this and you're not going to do that, and things like that, is just like, yo, that would really get to you mentally, So going through all of that, the ups and downs, from the time of me first establishing it in 2015 all the way up until last year in July, I contemplated on what I needed to do next. Going through those situations allowed me to realize that, okay, even though this happened, I need to go into a community where I'm going to be loved, accepted, and that's going to have people that's going to be willing to work with me and give me a chance. So, and I'm not saying this happened for everybody in the gospel community, but a vast majority of the people that I encountered, it was just like, no. Wow. It really turned me off in a crazy way. And I can go through so many. I have stories for days. I would be here all night giving you stories, and it's so sad that I'm like I said, I'm gonna be transparent and real. It's so sad that I had to make this transition from Gospel Artist Entertainment to the Aldren brand to start getting a lot of respect from some of the people that did me dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, and it's not even just that transition, but it's like, oh, I think they kind of understand now, like what they were missing and what they were not appreciative of when I was giving it to them for free.
Okay. Hear me? Sometimes you got to show them.
Yeah, and
I can show you what I'm worth.
I can definitely show you, and the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
So going through those situations has been not only life lessons learned, but it has been motivation for me to allow myself to understand that I cannot stop the assignment that God has given me.
Ooh, preach.
I can't stop.
Preach.
I'm not going to allow a dead battery to deter me.
Right.
Like, You have a dead battery in your car. You mean to tell me you fit throw that car away? No, go get you another battery.
Hello, he preaching. He preaching, y'all. He preaching.
Why would I throw this car? Why would I throw this Maserati away because the battery went dead?
Right.
I'm wasting time. I'm wasting money. But if I can just go to the store, go to an AutoZone or something, and go get me another battery for this Maserati, and I don't even know if AutoZone sells the
probably
battery.
not, but we get the
point. But that's an example. But I need to get another battery so I can continue to go forward and get what I need to get done. Right. So if it takes for me to have to switch communities to go and get the results that I need to get, guess what? By any means necessary, I'm going to do that, and that's exactly what I did. From the time that I switched over to the Aldren brand, I have been having nothing but great results.
Wow.
And great partnerships.
Wow.
Great partnerships.
Listen, God did it. Let me tell you. So when you said, people not respecting you and, maybe taking you for granted and not seeing your worth, Pastor Todd preached this message called Cuffed to All These Different Things. And I can't remember the one that I watched yesterday, the title of it, but he was talking about being cuffed to people who, like you said, don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate your worth. They don't appreciate your value. So they're going to be throwing these negative, innuendos at you all the time. Is that really what you want to do?
Yeah.
Is that how you think about that?
And they would do it.
You sure you want to do that? Oh, did God tell you that? So that type of stuff is like you gotta tear away from those people.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's people that you love.
You know what? And the crazy thing about it is I had an encounter with an artist where I thought, we were brothers. We were brothers, and we were really, really close, with our brotherhood. And, I would check on him, check on his family, check on his wife and kids, see how he was doing. He would check on me, we do partnerships and everything. And so this was the one artist that I felt like I could trust in the entire industry, gospel industry.
Yeah.
I felt like I could trust him. And so one day there was a situation that encountered where it literally caused me to want to reach out and say, hey, I need to talk to you about this because this affected me in a major way, and I thought I could be able to talk to him about the situation, but it completely went left. And it was just like I was called all kind of stuff and telling me, and that was one of the persons that was telling me, well, if you can't handle this, you need to go and find something else to do. And, the same person that I let use my platform, the same person that I invested into, the same and I'm just like, wow, this is my brother. And I thought I can come to you from brother to brother, but then you cussing me out and going off on me because of something that you did.
Right.
Do that make sense?
I'm telling you, this is how people act. This is the business of dealing with people.
Yeah.
And you just never know, but listen, they say when somebody tell you who they are, believe them. When they show you, believe them. Yeah. So I think I commend you for breaking that tie because I know it could not have been easy to go and start over.
No, it was not. It was not. For about a year, I was contemplating on transitioning over, and every time I wanted to, it was like God telling me, no, not yet.
Yeah.
No, not yet. But for some reason in July of 2022, I was laying in bed and it was just like God cut on that switch and was just like, now's the time. And I just went ahead and did it without any consultation, without no hesitation or anything. And it felt so good because it was just like, once I did it, I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh Lord. My goodness. The other times that I wanted to do it, it was just this nerves. It was just like, oh my God, well, what am I going to think? Like, what are they going to think about me, or how they going to feel about this? Oh, I'm probably lose some followers. I'm going to do this. I'm doing that, And then I was just like, no. And it was like God saying, wait.
Yeah.
And then once he finally gave me the okay, I went ahead and did it. And from that day on forward, it's just been blessing after blessing, left and right.
Wow. Again, 260,000 followers. I'm just trying to get 1,000. I'm just trying to get 1,000.
We're going to get you there.
I'm just trying to get 1,000.
We're going to get you there.
Listen, so you already went into what I was going to ask you about, like how did you overcome and how did you get there? But I want to know how your current manager, how did you meet her or him?
So Vonzel, I've been knowing Vonzel for about maybe 6 years, really? 6-7 years. I met him The very first time I met him was at Kirk Franklin's Exodus. Oh no, let me take that back. It was about 3 or 4 years, 4 or 5 years, whenever before the pandemic happened.
Right. Okay.
So it was at Kirk Franklin's Exodus Music and Arts Festival a while back. I was the host for the pre-show the very first year that he came out with it.
Okay.
That was the year that I met Vonzel. And so ever since then, we've been connected. And so he actually became my manager this year. And so ever since then, you know, he took on the role of a manager that I've had some great managers in the past, but he really like stepped up to the plate and was like, listen, as like the day that he made himself my manager, he was like, listen, we about to get to work. Well, he literally got to work, started making things happen, started reaching out to people. He was just like, listen, I just want to help you grow.
Wow.
I just want to help you grow. And it's very rare that you get somebody anywhere
genuine
that just say, listen, I want to help you grow.
Right.
Because I'm like this. If you help me grow, I'm going to help you grow.
Absolutely.
It's vice versa.
Absolutely.
You know, help me get to my place work first, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring you on with me.
Absolutely.
You know, so I want to say he definitely took on that role, and I really appreciate it.
Well, shout out to him. What's his name again?
Vonzel.
Hey, Vonzel. Thank you for taking care of the fam, honey. He's well worth it. Okay. Listen, you had an interview recently scheduled with Miss Latasha Scott.
Yeah.
And due to internet issues, listen. And it was a big listen. I was tuned in. I was ready. And the worst thing that can happen when you fooling with these lives is technical issues. And I was like, oh man, but I'm glad that you rescheduled. When is she supposed to come back?
We're waiting.
Yet?
We haven't rescheduled yet. We're waiting on the date. I'm in talks with her publicist and Motown to see exactly what day we will be able to get it rescheduled. And most likely we're going to have to do it on Instagram because we're having too much technical issues on Facebook. But whenever that happens, you will be notified. Everybody will be notified. We also have another guest that's going to be on Industry 101 as well, aside from Latasha, that I'm very, very excited about.
Hold on.
I'm not going to give you the date.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the date.
Okay.
But I will let you know that it is an exclusive, and I will give you this. So our other guest that I'm going to have on Industry 101 is none other than...
Don't make me run out of this room.
The incredible. She's a singer.
Don't make me run out of here.
She's amazing.
Don't make me run out of here.
You probably know her. The one and only Chrisette Michelle.
OMG! Oh, I love her.
So Chrisette Michelle will be coming on Industry 101. Stay tuned for the date.
Y'all stay tuned. Listen, let me tell you. So when you had that little incident with Latasha, I said, you know what? The devil, the internet.
You know, and I'm just like, let me see. I want to pour, while I have this moment, while we're on the subject of Latasha, I want to pour into her.
Okay.
And also to her sister Tamika and to the entire Escape group, because reality TV, people failed to realize that this was recorded a year ago. Everything that was going on. So we don't know after this recording, we don't know what happened between that and then what we're seeing now.
Facts.
We're just getting up to date on what we're seeing that happened a whole year ago.
Facts.
You know, so I want to pour into Latasha and tell you, listen, friend, you are amazing. You are a great singer, regardless of everything that you have been through, regardless of what's going on television and how the social media is, you know, responding to you. You're strong. I support you. I support Tamika. She's an amazing singer. I support your family. I support the whole Escape group because at the end of the day, there's a whole lot of negativity going on.
Yeah, they was going hard on your comments.
They was going
hard.
I mean, eating me up in the comments.
Yeah, because I was gonna comment and I was like, well, I don't need to comment.
See, and I really, if I had the time, I would do like Tabitha Brown. I would just go down each comment and just tell them one thing: it's my business.
Okay. It's your business.
It's my business. Like, so so the whole Latasha Scott situation that happened with
right. Shout out to SWV, honey.
Shout out to SWV. Okay. Oh, I love it.
Because we want to have them on the show too. Yeah. Everybody's welcome.
They
on
are
the Aldren brand. Everybody's welcome. And the KFLO show, y'all are welcome.
They are welcome. But there are two sets of beautiful women that are doing some incredible things. And, at the end of the day, they all need support and love, regardless of their statuses, because they have created music that we still listen to today.
Yeah, they're legendary.
Vibe to. They're legendary. Both groups are legendary. Yeah. So shout out to both of them. And then, like I said, the whole situation with the Facebook thing, we'll get that situated once we get an actual date. We'll let y'all know, so we'll be able to chop it up with Latasha.
So I want to take a minute and say shout out to the Uplift Live radio station for having me on, because this is the whole reason internet issues. I was so sick of having it. I had these two authors that came on, best-selling authors, comedian Griff that's with the he was supposed to come on and couldn't get on it. I was like, you know what? And then it just so happened that about a week later, the Uplift Live reached out to me and asked me, hey, what are you doing? What do you want to do with your show? And I said, I'm trying to grow it, and invited me over. And here I am. So shout out to the Uplift Live radio, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of Latasha, how did the collaboration of you and her come about? How did that happen?
I can't go into
go into detail.
Too much detail. Okay. But I do want to say, like I said, a huge shout out to Motown.
Okay.
Motown. Let me tell you, Motown and RCA are two record labels that have always, not knocking any other people, but RCA and Motown are two record labels that have always looked out for me.
Wow.
Always looked out for me.
Wow.
So I want to give a huge shout out to Motown Gospel.
Come on, Motown Gospel.
Motown Gospel, EJ. Everybody over in Motown Gospel, I love y'all. Y'all my family. They always looking out for your boy. And so when they asked about the collaboration with Latasha, I said, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, she's a legend in the making.
Right.
Come on.
Absolutely.
And it's not even just that, but it's the fact that when you have genuine people reaching out to genuine people, you can't have nothing but a great divine connection.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. You're doing so great. I love you.
I love you. You're doing amazing too.
He's making this podcast so easy for me, guys. He's just making it easy. I was so nervous earlier.
Don't be nervous.
I was so nervous.
Listen, you get nervous around me, you must not be doing something right, because I'm gonna always make them nerves go away.
It wasn't you. It was just, I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And I just always want things to go right. But thank you for the little conversation we had before.
Yes,
but listen, I'm gonna tell y'all how I got rid of my nerves. And I did pray, but who else I did was PJ Morton on the way in.
Come on.
He blessed my soul and he got me together.
Come on, PJ.
Okay. So thank you, PJ Morton, honey, because you helped with those nerves on today. All right. So tell me, on your show, or let's say you would get a TV show or the algebra, who would be your top 5 guests? I know it's hard. But just give me 5. Let's do 5.
Top 5 guests who would be on my show.
Yeah.
Oh man, so many good ones.
I know. We ain't got time for all of them.
You do this.
Well, we got 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna spend 30 minutes.
Okay. But go.
But
let's do 10. Let's do 10.
10. Okay. I will have Taraji P. Henson.
Okay.
Martin Lawrence. Tyler Perry.
Absolutely.
Viola Davis. I love Viola.
Oh, she's my favorite.
Viola
I love
Davis.
you, Viola Davis.
Oh my goodness. It's so many. I would probably have Oprah.
Okay.
I would probably have Oprah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said probably.
I would probably have Oprah. Regina Hall.
Okay.
Tammy Roman.
Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. She is fun.
Nene Leakes.
Lord Jesus.
The Rock.
Dwayne.
And you can't have The Rock without Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah. That's a good list. I was not expecting that list, but that's a pretty good list. That's a pretty good list. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to get into the snack that I'm looking at before me.
Oh.
Now listen, You have done such a transformation.
Thank you.
And I just want to know where did the motivation for that come from?
Being out of breath.
Tell the truth and shame the whole devil.
Being out of breath. Let me tell you, you better start. I need people to understand you got to start listening to your body. I don't care if it's the slightest little pinch on your finger. Listen to your body.
Okay. Because
that's what I had to do. I literally had to listen to my body, and it got to a point where it was almost scary. So I'm down over 60 pounds, almost about 65. When I first started, I was around 258. And some people may be like, "Oh, that's not big," but as far as health wise, It was getting to me. So what ended up making me wanting to lose weight is there's two things that made me want to lose weight. Okay. I was in church. Uh-huh. And the spirit was high. And I tried dancing. I couldn't last 10 seconds. I started getting out of breath. I was like, hold on now.
Untie my bow tie. He couldn't.
I was like, hold on.
He couldn't run.
I couldn't run. My run started turning into a jog. And then next thing you know, I was walking and getting out of breath. So that was one of the things that made me want to lose weight. And then the second thing was more serious. I ended up starting to have a lot of chest pains. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people don't know this, but I deal with chest pains from every now and then. I haven't dealt with it since I lost weight, but there would be moments where I would deal with chest pains and, of course, shortness of breath. Mm-hmm. And so it really got to a point where it almost felt like I was having a heart attack. And I don't think I was, but it was that serious. So dealing with those chest pains like that last time, I was like, I got to do something about this. Yeah. Along with that, come acid reflux, and I'm like, why I got all of this stuff in my age? Mm-hmm. Yeah, acid reflux. Unnecessary sweating. Just a whole bunch of different things. So one day I say, you know what? I'm going to the gym. Yeah, going to the gym, and I'm going to work out. On and off, starting out. It took me about maybe 4 or 5 months, just on and off. I started seeing results every now and then. Mm-hmm. There would be moments where I would just get lazy and not go. I would even go about 2, 3, 4 weeks without going. Listen,
I understand.
And so I was wondering why I wasn't seeing no results. And then so that goes back to being dedicated and perseverance. Mm-hmm. Having perseverance, you got to keep going. Right. So after about maybe 4 or 5 months, I just decided I'm going to be dedicated and I'm going to go and work out. Within the first 3 months, I ended up losing about 40 pounds. Within the first, just constantly going, and I mean Monday through Friday, every day. Mm-hmm. Losing about 40 pounds. And then after about 4 or 5 months, I lost about maybe another 15 pounds. And then after that, it was just easy. Wow. And so being down about 60 pounds, almost 65 pounds is really, really, really making a huge difference. I have more energy now.
Of course.
Way more energy.
Of course.
I'm able to stay up as long as I want to and not get so drowsy and sleepy because that was also affecting everything that I was trying to do. My attention span is very, high now. Like it was just, it was those factors. Right. And so I didn't want to go around here, acting like a sloth.
Right.
Like, no, I don't want to do that.
Let me tell you, it's because I'm small and I've always been small. I don't like when people ask me, well, what you going to the gym for? Because I want to be healthy
and fit.
I mean, it's not all the time about just losing weight or, putting on muscle and stuff like that. I just want to be a healthy human being. Let me tell you something. So I watched this documentary the other day called What the Health. Mm-hmm. It's on Netflix. I would advise everybody and their mamas, your aunties, uncles, kids, the family reunion, have the family reunion and watch What the Health because it talks about, our metabolism and all the different meats and, because the meat today that's in the stores ain't the same as was, back in our parents' days, when it's not the same. They pump it with all this. Listen, that day I told my mom, I said, you can have everything in there. I'm going to go to the store. Yeah. I'm finna buy plant-based because I'm just like, just watch. It really opens your eyes. Yeah. And I want to give a prayer up for my brother Kenneth Jones, who was in the hospital earlier today. And I talked to his mom, Aunt Laura, this afternoon, and he's out. They were getting ready to release him, so he's doing good. But anyway, prayers for my brother.
Prayers up.
Right, because that's your brother. Don't you go to your church?
Yeah.
Good old El Bethel.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna go to do we have a break? Go to a music break? Yeah, we're gonna take a break and let y'all listen to some music. This is The Uplift.
Let's go.
Strength to cry even when they think I'm weak, and strength to try when everything screams defeat. I stand before you now. Look what I've become now. I'm so much better now, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. Yeah. It's not new. I've been through battle before. I'm a soldier, tested and tried, so I'm not afraid anymore. Stronger. I am stronger. Stronger. My faith sees things that other people would not believe. Mountains nor valleys can intimidate me. I stand before you now. Look what I've become now. So much better now, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. Ooh, we are. It's not new. I've been through battle before. I'm a soldier. I've been tested and tried, so I'm not afraid anymore. I am stronger. Ooh, stronger. I've been through so many hard times, and if you're with me, see, I've had to fight every day of my life, and if you feel me, see, if you had to smile through your tears to face your fears, see, now we're here on the other side, and we are, it's not new. We've been through battle before. We've been tested and tried, so we're not afraid anymore. Believe that we are strong. Say stronger. Release your fear. Release your weakness. You gotta know you're stronger through Jesus. Take up your power because you win. We are. Come on. Come on. Now it's time to ease your mind, so hear me as I say, life's not always down, you see. Hey. If the sun refused to shine and all your skies are gray, just sing this simple melody. Yeah. I feel good. I know it. Come on. Don't take me if I show it. The joy I feel on the inside will show up on the outside. Come on. You know I'm gonna thank him. The happiness in my life today it won't be denied. I realize there will be days we will feel down and blue, but that's not gonna be today. Hey, if you take the time to pray for me, I'll pray for you, and we can lift our voice and say, yeah. Come on. The joy I feel on the inside will show up on the outside. Come on. The happiness in my life, it won't be denied. Sing it. Come on. The joy I feel on the inside will show up on the outside. That's where they go. The happiness meant for my life today won't be denied. Except I choose to feel love and peace is mine. Come on, promise to me, yeah. That's how it's gonna be. He set me free. Come on, say. I feel good. That I feel good, yeah. Join with me, it will be fine. Come on, there. My hand go up. Come on, say, you don't mind. Have a good time, and I feel good. Yeah. Come on, somebody say it. Come on, you don't mind. It will be fine. Oh, he's good. Somebody praise him with me. You don't mind, cause he's real good. Come on, my hands go up. My feel like praising him because he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. My hands go up. I feel like praising him. Oh, somebody dance with me. He's good. Come on.
All right, welcome back to the KFLO Show. We are here on the Uplift Live with my guest, the Aldren McCullar, CEO of the Aldren brand. Excuse me. All right, now tell me what else you have going on, sir. He got a lot going on. He busy and booked, okay?
So, May 12th, it is Mother's Day weekend. May 12th, I will be hosting the Gathering concert here in Dallas, Texas, featuring Kiara Shear Kelly and Bashan Mitchell, along with some other amazing artists. You have Keon Holloway, you have Aaron Fuller, Chadney Crystal. And so it's going to be an amazing event. Tickets are on sale. I want to give a huge shout out to Greenlee Productions. Thank you so much for the opportunity to host this event. You can go to greenleeproductions.com and get your tickets. They do have general admission and they have VIP. So you can go and get them. You can also go to my page, follow me on social media, and I have the flyer up as well. And it'll be great. It's gonna have we're gonna have a really epic time. So if you got your cousins, your aunties, your daughters, you can even bring your sons out, your husbands, your daddies. Just bring everybody out for this incredible experience. We're gonna have a really, really great time. And y'all know how I like to clown, so we're gonna turn up for real.
Did you say Chadney Crystal?
Yes, ma'am.
That baby is everywhere. Did you hear me? Shout out to Chadney, honey. She's out there doing her thing. I love me some Chadney. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's
on
really
the
nice.
inside. Her inside matches her outside. Yeah. What you see is what you get. So shout out to Chadney.
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to get into these KFLO's Flamers. These are just a few questions that I came up with on my own, and I'm going to listen. You got a hot 20 seconds.
My God.
To ask them. Okay.
Lord have mercy.
We don't want no lukewarm either. We
don't want you to spew them questions out. You got to be either hot or cold.
Hot or cold. All right. Now. Hopefully I didn't make them too hard.
No. Hopefully.
All right, let's go. The Clark sisters or the Ingram singers?
I know you lying. Oh, I know you lying. I know you lying.
Sir, 10 seconds left on the clock, sir.
I'm gonna have to go with my people, the Ingram Singers. That's my family. So
staycation or vacation?
Vacation.
Streetwear or suited and booted? See, we out of time. We out of time. We out of time. We out of time.
Wait. I thought it was 20 seconds per question.
Sir, you took 10 seconds on the quartz. Come on now.
Ooh. Let's redo that.
No.
We can't redo. Okay.
No, okay, because streetwear or suited and booted?
Suited and booted.
Okay, family dinner or industry party?
Family dinner.
Walls group or old school quartet?
Walls group.
Acting or singing?
Acting.
Seafood or soul food?
Soul food all day.
Ugh. Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle?
I'm sorry, Patty. Aretha.
And the finale question: Brandy or Layla?
I love you, Brandy. I'm gonna have to go with Layla.
Really?
The only reason why
tell me why.
Okay.
Tell me why.
The only reason why is because I love Brandy's voice. I really do. Like, she has an iconic voice. I love Layla's tone.
Mm-hmm.
What wins with her is I never heard anybody harmonize with themselves. Layla
I can do it.
Try it.
I mean, I can't do it right now. I haven't practiced.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
well, until you do it, I'm going with Layla.
Okay.
Yeah. So Layla is able to harmonize with herself, and Layla's control and vocals are like, so it's mesmerizing. It's so dope, you know. But I do love Brandy too. Like, her voice is just, it's iconic.
It's iconic. You know, let me tell you a funny story about Brandy. So when Brandy first came out, because I do love me some Brandy. I do love Layla Hathaway too. Yeah. When Brandy first came out with her CD, her voice was so rich, right? And I think she was like 13 years old, right? And I discovered her. I was at my best friend's house, and that video, I Want to Be Down, came up, and I was like, who is this little girl with this big voice? So I was a fan from day one. Now, so Brandy, hands down for me. However, I am a huge Layla Hathaway fan to the point that I actually stole her first CD from my best friend's house, because my friend used to work in some type of music industry. I don't know what she used to do, promotions or something. So she had all these CDs that she had never listened to. The CDs. Now, this was back in the day. Notice I said CDs. And I went and found this CD. Layla Hathaway had never heard of it. You didn't
tell me it wasn't a cassette.
It was a CD.
It was a CD?
Yeah, it was like 1993, 94, something like that.
Oh,
so, it was CDs. And I went and I saw this CD, and I was like, who is Layla Hathaway? And my friend didn't really know who she was, and I played it, listened to it. Baby, I said, do you mind if I take this CD? And so from that day on, like, I said, Layla's voice is like warm, like melted chocolate. Yeah. It's so smooth and so rich. It's like nobody sounds like her.
They don't.
No one.
She has her own.
She has her own, because she sounds like her father. So no one would ever sound like her. And people can imitate Brandy. You know, we got all the gospel singers have come along. They all imitating Brandy. Yeah.
But I have yet to hear somebody harmonize with themselves.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, that's not normal.
It's not normal.
You know,
I told you I can do it. I mean, I can't do it on the spot.
I want to hear this one day.
But
I'm curious. I'm curious to know what that sounds like.
Yeah, me too.
But that's the only
That wasn't it.
That ain't it.
Okay.
That ain't it.
That was close.
That sound like he was. That sound like a Claritin call or something.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Anything else you got coming up, sir?
I will be at the Stellar Awards. I haven't been to the Stellar Awards for the past I believe 4 years. So I'm finally returning back to the Stellar Awards, which is taking place in July. So I've been asked to be a part of a few events and to host some events. So if you in Las Vegas doing Stellar Award weekend, I can't wait to see you. I hope to see you there. there's a couple of things that I'll be doing there. And then right after that, I have to go on a cruise because I will be hosting a Christian hip hop cruise right after that. So I'll give y'all more details about that as well.
You guys are booked and busy. What else? What else?
The 26th, the 16th of this month, which is not tomorrow, but the following Sunday. For those of you that don't know, I am the musician at our church. I play the drums at our church. We are having a musician's appreciation. Come out and have a good time. 1185 Oxbow Lane, Dallas, Texas, 75241. That's El Bethel Church at 3:00 p.m. It's going to be really, really dope. So Kim, I think you should swing by.
Wait a minute. You playing the drums? What happened to you playing the keys?
You got to ask my parents about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They both play organ and keys. Yeah, and they have yet to teach me. Ain't that
so
powerful?
When you was on the keyboard in that video you did, that
was a track playing in the background. And I was imitating a musician.
You see how the internet do. You see. Now I thought I was watching something real.
It was an optical illusion.
An optical illusion. There was a lie. It was a straight lie. Okay, well, sir, listen, I want to thank you for coming and being my guest today.
Thank you for having me.
This has been awesome.
I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Right.
Like, I really appreciate you for even thinking of me.
You're so welcome.
I would not have missed the opportunity, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for I know I say this a lot to a lot of people out there that have really given me a chance, but thank you for giving me a chance.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
That really means a lot. And I'm going to say this because I can really talk. But it means a lot. It's one thing to believe in yourself, but it means so much more when you have other people believing in you and what you're doing. You come across so many people in the industry, not even just in the industry, but across the community,
right,
where they will talk about you. They will downgrade what you're doing. They will look down on everything that you're doing, but when you have those few that actually say, you know what, I believe in you. Let's make something happen. I want to see you win. I want to see you move forward.
Yeah,
that goes a long way.
Yeah,
that goes a long way. And it can be as simple as something like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
that little statement right there will make my day.
And I am, because I truly love you. I'm
proud of you.
Well, thank you so much. I listen. It's gonna be some big things coming.
Absolutely,
they're coming.
Absolutely.
Coming. Yeah, I am very proud of you. I'm proud of you because I know the stock that you come from.
Yeah.
So you had no choice.
History.
Yeah, you had no choice but to be great.
Yeah.
Because you come from greatness.
Wow.
Right? So shout out to the Ingrams, and I love y'all so much.
I love y'all.
I love Eva. I'm gonna get Eva on.
You gotta get my sister on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Eva on. We trying to get her in the studio.
Okay.
Again.
Right.
But yes.
Did y'all see his face with that? You're trying to get her in this. Congrats, she just got engaged. Okay, Eva. All right, Eva. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Thank you. We're gonna let that sit right there. Thank you so much again, sir. I love you. Thank you for coming on to the KFLO show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out to the Uplift Live. You guys can listen 24/7 on the Uplift.
I'm sorry, I gotta get in my hosting mode.
Oh.
Make sure y'all go and follow KFLO on social media. You can go on Facebook and Instagram and follow my sister Kim. Make sure you stay connected with her. Book her for all of your events. If you got a bar mitzvah, if you got a quinceañera going on, if you got Taco Tuesday, if you got a pizza party going on, if you got a football game going on, if you got a church service going on, if you got a wedding going on, if you got a barbecue outing going on, if you got a family reunion going on, even if you need somebody to counsel you or get somebody out of jail and talk to them, book her today. Okay.
She's also a fashion stylist. So if you need your look hooked up,
because she be styling and pressing, doing you do your thing.
I am the one to do it. Okay, I am the one to upgrade you, as Beyonce say. All right, we're about to get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of the week. Go to somebody's church on tomorrow, because it is Resurrection Sunday. Y'all have a blessed weekend. We are out.
We out.
All right. when sin was sin.